What's going on, Team IBB? I am here with Shayne Miller, and we're here for his hashtag IBB Top 3 Keys to Success. This is going to be part 1, where you go over his first key to success. We're going to talk a little about it, but the main thing is we want whatever our conversation brings, whatever tips and hints he has, we want you, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in life, whatever goal you're trying to hit, take this, put it into immediate action, and just, again, moving forward, the concept of thoughts and ideas are great, but they are worthless without the action behind it, and that's really where the magic happens. So, Shayne has been a friend of mine for a long time. He's very successful. He's worked his tail off to make the right things happen throughout life, and we actually shot an IBB Top 3 video. Two of them. And just, it was, long story short, here we are for the third time. So again, he is a saint for dealing with us. But I think that is a perfect example. And kind of before we get into your top, your bonus tip is, even when you plan everything perfectly, doesn't always work out. Everything goes wrong. So, yes. So, Shayne, if you want to just kind of share a little bit about yourself, and just dive right into your first top 3 key to success.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll go from there.
Great. I appreciate you having me here, first of all, for a third time.
But
a little bit about me. My history has been in the manufacturing industry for a while. I started out as a CNC programmer, then got into tool design. Moved on to another company as an application engineer, so I got to do some traveling and actually apply the technologies. And most recently, I'm a regional sales manager for a carbide company. So I've kind of held a few different seats in the manufacturing industry. Got to see a few different perspectives, both inside and now outside.
Awesome. And just a quick timeout. Like I said, obviously, you're very humble, so you're never gonna toot your own horn, but he's got the company car, the company phone. You got again, there's a lot of opportunities. I think people don't realize there's so many opportunities in manufacturing. Yeah. So again, this guy's the man right here. So I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's a great industry, and that's why I'm here.
I'm gonna toot your horn since I know you won't toot it yourself. So,
no, I'm not
but all right.
That kind of stuff's pretty normal for that kind of position, but. Yeah, I mean, in general, manufacturing is a great industry to be in. That's kind of why I wanted to be here when James and I discussed this earlier on. So it's a good industry. If there's anything I could do to discuss and share with people, I'd love to push more people into it. I know it's our president wants to, right?
That's
Go
right.
manufacturing in the U.S. So let's do it.
Go Lake County.
Yeah, right.
Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. And actually, you're going to do a top 3. For manufacturing, different opportunities. So
we're going to discuss some.
So that's just a little teaser. So stay tuned for that. Right. So, but let's jump to your first one before I talk anymore. So,
first key to success, probably one that we've heard a million times, and it really stands true, is to set goals. And I like to not just say set goals, but with the caveat of set attainable goals. And multiple goals at that. So, of course, my goal and your goal is I want to be worth millions of dollars. I want to make $1 million a year, right? Okay, that's fine. Everyone probably sets that goal at some point in their life. We all want to be rich, right? That's why we're working so hard to get there. But set attainable short-term goals that, you might not hit them all, but if you set 10 and you at least hit a few of them, there's some positive reinforcement involved, the psychology of the matter, and actually reinforcing the fact you can hit goals that you set.
Do you feel that it's not so much about setting a bunch of goals, but more setting a series of goals that build on each other?
Right, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. It's, at least, again, something attainable that stepping stone goals are fine too, or like level them out, like you said. You have to get to this one before you can hit this one. Nonetheless, you're still setting a path for yourself, and as you hit that and you get that positive reinforcement, that really, you are your best and only motivator. You're the product. You're not just a product of your environment. He can't tell me to go get a job and I'm going to want to do it. It's really internal motivation.
Together. What are you doing?
Exactly. So you got to set your own goals and you got to be your own motivation.
Yeah. Is there anything? So like when you're setting goals, is there anything that you try to focus on? Like for me, I always, I have my, what I call the IBB FPP annual goal. So I try to have a weekly goal, monthly goal, quarterly goal, but it all ties into my yearly goal. But I have, so it's a financial goal, a professional goal and a personal goal.
Right.
And I think just for me, it just helps me. It forces me to narrow down all the things I want to do. So do you kind of have a process, or do you kind of say, hey, he's a great family man as well. So do you kind of say, hey, this is my family goal. This is the most important. This is my career goal. That is important, but not,
I guess unbeknownst to myself, technically, yeah. I mean, really,
Okay.
the goals are compartmentalized. I never really thought of it like that. But yeah, I mean, at
All
home,
right.
the goal is like, this year we want to go back to Disney, right? That's a goal to set, to go
always,
back there. So
always a good goal.
Right. Yeah,
always a good goal.
But yeah, I mean, I guess in a way I do that without really recognizing the fact that I do it now, especially being in sales. I have sales target goals, I have quarterly goals, so those kind of things are kind of setting for me, where I want to be in a couple years kind of goals, in just, household goals. I want to remodel my kitchen kind of thing. So I guess it just depends, but I guess I set those goals and don't really think about and realize it. But yeah, I mean, that's a good way to look at it. It's good perspective.
How do you deal with, or I guess, like, is there any tips that you could give people? Because again, like we talked about, we had a very specific, very attainable goal of shoot a video.
Right.
And it didn't work.
Yeah.
And then we did it again, and it didn't work. And then, but like, so dealing with goals that you don't achieve, like, I guess, so like, how do you help, like I always say, like, everybody has that voice in their head that keeps them going.
Right.
Or tells themselves to give up. But like, how do you handle when you don't achieve a goal? Like, what's kind of your, whether it's your gut instinct or like kind of a saying that you've kind of come up with to help you move forward over those obstacles eventually?
I don't really have a saying to myself, but I see where you're getting at, and
Okay.
I'd say persistence in the face of adversity
Persistence
is
Oh.
kind of, I mean, what comes to mind when you mention that. Obviously
So
everything
key.
doesn't work out every time,
Mm-hmm.
but if it was easy, everyone would do it.
Yes.
That's the idea behind it. I think if it was easy,
Oh man, yeah.
why would we be sitting?
Yeah,
here?
like we'd be like, hey.
We wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, we would.
We'd be bored. I don't have any wicked sayings or anything to add to that, but yeah, that's why I would see it.
Very cool. So
Persistence.
set a goal, focus on it, hit it, and then 2, make sure that it's attainable. Like, it's very attainable to say, I'm going to be a millionaire
Right. I would say.
in 30 years
Mm-hmm.
versus I'm going to be a millionaire in 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
especially too with like all that, like the, I'm going to create an app and then it's going to make billions overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like,
Right.
is that possible? Yes. So is winning the Mega Millions.
Right.
But, like that's not a very good way to say like, hey, I'm gonna hit this goal for sure.
Right.
Like, I guess, is it just kind of like, would you say when you say is it attainable, is it important to put a time frame on it?
I think for self-satisfaction, it probably would be, right? Because you don't want to wait forever.
Okay.
I mean, nobody does. We live in an impatient society. There's
Yes.
very few people that are patient anymore. So setting timelines for specific situations, you know what I mean. You can't even drive to work.
I want my
without
coffee
getting
now.
mad.
Yeah,
Get out of the way, right?
Dude, I get behind the wheel and like, I don't get mad at anything, but I'm behind the wheel. Like, I turn into a psycho.
Right.
So like, it's all good.
So
And it's good having like my business on my license plate.
right.
Especially
Yeah,
too,
that
like,
helps when you're.
But I'm just like, because there's moments where
IBB brake check?
I'd want to go crazy, but I'm like, no, James, you're gonna set a bad example for the community. Like,
Dunkin' Donuts
So-
helps too.
Dunkin' Donuts, yes. If you want to hurt somebody, drink Dunkin' Donuts instead. So, but very cool. Well, anything else to add on goal setting?
Not off the top of my head, I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered it, and the addition of the persistence and when you don't hit goals,
Yes.
I think is important to understand because
Yes.
we don't always win. So I guess that's the whole reason too why we set multiple goals and be persistent at those that we don't hit, because there's always tomorrow. Keep working at it, and
Keep hustling.
that's word. Yeah, exactly. Keep
Yeah.
hustling.
Keep
I feel like I've
hustling,
heard
baby.
that before.
Yeah, totally Gary.
Channeling is Gary V.
Gary
over here.
V's in my head at all times, telling me what to say and do. So, well, Team IBB, thank you so much for joining us for part 1 of Shayne Miller's hashtag IBB Top 3 keys to success. So, like he said, set a goal, make it attainable, but make it important.
Yes.
Make it personal. Make it mean something to you. It's not just if like your company wants you to hit this, or you yourself have to want it. Shayne's a perfect example of putting your mind to something and making it happen because he's taken it on as a personal vendetta that he will succeed regardless. And that ties too into your persistence. Like you get knocked down 9 out of 10 times, but the one time that you don't get knocked down, like that,
keep on
it's
it.
worth it, baby. So
keep on it.
All right, well, very good. Well, thank you for joining us. Be sure to check out parts 2 and 3 and a bonus IBB top 3 on keys to success and opportunities in manufacturing right here in Lake County.
Right.
And I am so pumped for that. So
That's going to be a good talk.
All right. Till next time, stay burn proof.
The sun to show you're still the one.